close to it. Know what I'm saying? That's Taurus, and this is how they correlate in the bull. So this is This is what is right here. Right? And this is how they created the letter T in this motherfucker shit. And then for the most part with this witchcraft, it's just allow them to anchor things in, right? So it's cutting off the top part of the cross, right? Because it's the crossing. So this allows them to make the first church up under the sun horizon. So when the sun horizes, it make a shrine over the first thing it arise over. And that's why the church always going to be on the far east, at least a Masonic church or Catholic church or the Vatican itself in a particular position within a country and shit like that. And then for the most part, that's when you can see it's getting ready to make its first T based upon the first alignment before the first horizon of Noah's Ark and things of that nature. So keep that in mind also. And this is how they're building y'all minds. So this is why priests act the way they act. So if you got a person who a Kemet priest or something like that, they're fake Masons. Because just to be a priest, you're acting out the stars. As above, so below. A priest is an elder. So it's a correspondence to a star that have went below the horizon. A Hebrew. And that means it don't necessarily mean lower half and upper half. That's an allegory. But what it actually means is anytime a star is going to its death stage, aka the stars you can't see no more, or the stars on the right pillar of Ma'at, aka the stars you see in the sky from fall to winter, because they get lost in the sky. I don't know why, but from fall to winter, it's an internal thing of that nature. So that would be a priest. So as above, so below. When you have been through above the horizon and have your early Sundays when you was seen, now you can teach where things can fall and shit like that to others. And that what makes you a priest. So you're doing an as above, so below kind of concept. This what makes you a deacon. This what makes you a church father. This what makes you be on the east. This what makes the ceremony. This what makes the choir be mostly women and shit like that, because it's all a witchcraft of Solomon having many females. So y'all acting out star ceremonies in these churches, preaching, all that shit. Y'all acting out what the Masons taught y'all. Y'all all fake Masons. When you go into these curriculums and preach, all y'all are fake Masons. That's what it all boils down to. And it ain't your civilizations creating it first. Oh, my race created it first. No, it ain't got shit to do with none of that. It ain't got shit to do with none of that. It got whoever sold y'all out and became a shadow government. That's who did it first. And the motherfuckers who still run the world, those who still practicing it. And when you see the motherfuckers who run the world, they don't give a fuck about race. It's all of them together, bitch. So you need to keep that in motherfucking mind. They ain't got y'all lost in all kind of sigils. Ooh, shit. They got y'all lost in all kind of sigils and necromancies and shit like that. All I'm saying, they got y'all lost in all kind of sigils and necromancies. Y'all don't know if y'all coming or going. You know what I'm saying? Right there. If you understand how to read it ain't a language, it's a sign and sigil. So that's correlated to 108, right? So that makes a pentagram inside of the star and shit like that as a shape itself. So that's a shape that's a shape inside that come to 108. You know what I'm saying? That's a shape inside that come to 108. So that lets you know the spiral of the 9 is inside. So it's just another allegory of you being inside of the star. And the star is outside of you. So the star is a representation of your mind, which is your first layer, your first body that represent you, your spirit. You see what I'm saying? As you would be in an individual soul. And then that bends in on itself and to create the many organs and things of that nature. So keep that in mind also in this motherfucker. That's geomancy though. But yeah, real shit. Y'all be lost all in kind of flunked out circumstances. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. Cause y'all think y'all know Hebrew, but y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? So if you was to tell somebody what this mean in Hebrew, if they know the Hebrew language, they gonna actually start reading it like it's a language. Bitch, that ain't a language. It's a clock, bitch. That ain't a motherfucking language. It's a clock, bitch. So when you hear things like the element, this is a air lesser angle or whatever. I mean, wait, let me see what kind of it start with air. So that's just telling you it start with Libra, right? So this is Libra. If it's an air magic square, that's just telling you it start with Libra. So this is telling you it's a connection when you bring these things together of a seasonal transition, not a goddamn language, bitch. So when it's an as above, so below. So if you could look how nature work and how the stars is working at that time, You practice that with your mentality. You see what I'm saying? For an example, if you know the moon is waxing, that's fulfilling, you know it's time to fulfill yourself emotionally. If you know the moon is waning and it's going down, you know that's time to retrieve. Go back into the shadows. Don't express all your feelings. If you know the sun is out during a particular time and it's not weak, it's strong, that's when we're experiencing spring and summer. You know, that's when it's time for you to go do all your imaginations, your creative abilities. If you know if you know the sun as above, so without is not as strong, and it's starting to be even day, even night, we are experiencing more distance, aka we are experiencing fall and winter. Then you know mentally you have to take your actions to create more shelter and things of that nature, or not express your actions as much, because you could burn yourself out and you can fall. So it's an as above, so below thing. So we do it as alchemy. No matter the season, we could do these same traits. We know if we give horizon to our actions too much, we can experience a fall, even if it's in the middle of the goddamn summertime. And when we experience fall, we have the as above, so without correspondence to help us know what we're going to experience as below, so within. We're going to experience separation, distance, even day, even night, aka got to share your space with someone else. You just can't be the one to get all attention. Your pride might be hurt, aka this is how we're developing psychology. It's all based on as above, so below, as below, so above, really. But for the most part, when you understand that psychology, you understand that this is not a language. This is an internal language. The real language of God, bitch. How we're building the actual Babylon. If we can't agree on no terms and conditions, no matter if we speak the same lingo or not, we ain't going to be building nothing. Now, we can speak different languages, but we can agree on the terms and conditions. We could build all kind of shit. Quote unquote, that's what the UN do. That's why every fucking picture you could pull up on Google that show Babylon is always going to be some discombobulated, unstable building. AKA, if me and you in a relationship, or we networking, or we creating a business, but we can't agree on no terms and conditions emotionally in no way, shape, or form, and we not even into the same thing, that's a discombobulated, unsturdy building. Anything could fall. Any different wind could blow it down. Wind, an allegory to another person's idea or logic. Anybody could convince you to tear down a business. You know what I'm saying? Or any fire could come burn it down and shit like that. AKA, you will have another vision that ain't got nothing to do with that one. Or any type of water could flood it down or whatever like that. AKA, you could change your emotion at any kind of will, and you ain't got no emotional strength to stay with the fucking plan anymore. So boom, all the earth quality of it is staying stable, practical, and maintaining something crumbles also. So that's what the allegory of goddammit Babylon is too. So don't get lost in none of those goddamn sigils and shit, because motherfuckers have you lost in the goddamn world. Real motherfucker shit. Yeah, I'm just showing y'all quick pictures and shit like that, because I guess I just don't like to talk about sources and shit, because I like to talk about the mind. You know what I'm saying? This how you be an adeptus right here. If you understand what's going on right there, you just seeing goddamn about 3-4 triangles. That's it. You just learn how to separate. You're seeing it like you could make a Metatron cube in this motherfucker shit. So you seeing like 5 triangles in this motherfucker shit, and it's you going within the star. So for the most part, a triangle ain't nothing but an idea, problem, solution. So let's say you're dealing with 5 ideas. So you need 5 problems and solutions out of these motherfucker shits. So this is how you can organize something and construct. This is how you be a real church father. And you can really control a community in some way. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You can control a community. Yeah, a Metatron star ain't nothing but having a full spectrum of all different aspects of how to attack a subject matter. So the subject matter would be you as a spirit willing something in your space. Now that's whatever you will in your space. Everything else around it going to become depth of field, because now you're trying to correlate something in the center. But now you need to understand everything that's reminiscence around it. So now all the other angles that you go into the depth of field to try to get clarity on become the lines that you're creating a Metatron star about. So you're coming with all the multitudes of angles and different ways of how that center thing that you're creating can be perceived, how it can be looked, how you can take actions on it, how others can take actions on it, how others can respond to it. And once you get full spectrum of all those surroundings as a spirit, that creates a form of awareness. And that form of awareness is what they're calling a Metatron star. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfucker shit. Look at my eye. My eye, y'all. My eye, feather wing face. Oh, that's Asherah right there, but it's still the same shit. It's all the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's Asherah turned into Adonai. But it's the same rulers doing the same thing when they did it with Ma'at. Not for you to be like, oh, they steal it from Ma'at. They steal it from Kemet. They steal it from Egypt. No, the same motherfuckers who doing it now is the same motherfuckers who was doing it in Kemet because they got those ideas. They own that intellectual property. You don't know shit about the wings except what they tell you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know shit about shit except what they tell you. And that's the practices. You always got a UN. I'm not about to be giving no power to no motherfucker UN. And no civilization. I can give a fuck. I want to know what these motherfucking things is. Here's your Jedi. Here's your magic wand. Here's this. This your spine. That's it. Is this your spine? And your spine go up to the burning bush. You know what I'm saying? Your flower where you plant a seed. So you get bored through your lower chakras, your lightsaber hand stick, and then or your dick or pussy, and then you die through your higher chakras, aka your chakra system light up all the way to the top, and you can cut somebody with your flaming sword out your left brain chakra. You know what I'm saying? Because your